I'm assuming there's only one door into the hut.
Yes, only the
There's
one
no,
door.
like, back door that Mr. Locke,
That would
I
be
need to go through
a
that
12
door.
A
dexterity.
12? It's very difficult. You have to shuffle things around with your feet, but you manage to push aside some broken pottery, kick away a broken bottle, and yeah, you step wherever you need to go.
Is the closet in here?
No, you see no sign of him.
I'll move to underneath the ladder and look up.
Okay. Let me see which part of my map I need to delete here. I think this part. Looks up into a very small attic. Do you actually climb up or just look up?
I'll wait for everybody else.
Okay.
That seems out of character.
Zook will wander in, take a gander at the place.
Throw me an investigation check, Zook.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, as far as magic, Khalil, I mean, it's blinding in here. Everything, every stitch of the place, every chipped cup, every piece of moldy straw is highly magical.
Investigation is 13.
Shut that off then.
Investigation's 13.
Yeah.
Don't find anything out of the ordinary.
Maybe just as an experiment, maybe pick up one of the pieces of garbage, take it outside, and look for magic on it. See if it's residual, if it clings to it.
Wait, you want us to steal garbage from this hut? That seems like
I'm
a
not
bad
taking
way to break your
jack
stealing
out of this
cherry.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm gonna steal something, it's gonna be good. I mean, I'm not gonna steal anything.
Right.
All right, I'll reach down, and pick up one of the one of the broken mugs,
Okay.
turn the detect magic back on, and focus directly on it for a moment.
Yeah, and it looks magic in your hand.
Okay. What school is it?
You guys need to stop asking that question, because this is never useful information for me.
But one time we should have asked when it was illusion, we didn't.
Basically, at any point, tell if it's illusion or necromancy. Those are the two we care about.
Illusions actually wouldn't matter, because Tarin automatically sees through all illusions. So,
I was gonna
any
say,
situation
yeah,
where you
it's
guys
not
are up against an
relevant
illusion, if you have Tarin looking at it, I'm just going to tell him what it looks like.
So necromancy, then.
All right. Well, I mean, as people are piling in, it looks like we don't have a lot of space. So up the ladder I
it's
go.
very cramped in here. So you go up
I
the
will
ladder.
drop the. I will put the mug back down then.
And
Shit, I'll be right back.
you climb up into a space which looks like it should be outside of the top of the hut. The hut did not look any taller than 10 or 12 feet from the outside, and you're climbing up into a space that would be 15 or 20 feet away. Very tiny, cramped attic, 5 feet tall in the center, and the rafters slope down at an angle from there, and empty, except for dirty straw covering the floor.
Is it made of wood?
Yes.
I'll just kind of go around and knock on each of the wood panels, like see if there's anything obvious.
No, you don't hear anything.
I'll knock on the floor and then pop my head down the hole and say, "Do you guys hear that?"
And you guys did hear it.
Yeah.
Duke's gonna kind of investigate around the bed area. See, is there anything under the bed, or does it sit on the floor?
Look under the bed. The bed is broken, but it does sit up on legs. But one of the legs is cracked, so it sits kind of at a slant.
Mm-hmm.
Looking under the bed, you notice there is a spot on the floor that is not covered in garbage and refuse.
Can Zook will mention this to Khalil and ask if he can kind of tilt up the bed for a second so I can look at it.
All
Get
right.
a better look at it.
Nothing up here but a lack of headroom.
I'll go ahead and tilt the bed, lift the bed up at the legs, and kind of shove it to the side a little bit.
You move the bed over, and yeah, the whole floor is covered in tattered rags and straw and broken baskets and things. But there's a spot on the floor underneath the bed that is not. It looks not clean. It could still use it with a good brush, a broom, and a scrubbing, but it wasn't covered with litter.
Any sign of a hatch?
Let's have an investigation roll.
Does it look roughly trapdoor shaped?
Yeah. Oh, I wish it had been that 20. I don't have the best investigation, you guys. Someone else maybe have to look at this. That's only an 8.
If only we
Take
had
a
some
look
kind
at
of
this
wall
area.
walker here.
Yeah, kind of wondering why you guys didn't say, "Hey, Khalil, take a look at this. You see me?"
Hey, Khalil, take a look at this. We think there
Okay.
might be a hatch.
All right, set the bed down.
Okay.
We'll look at it. That is my investigation of plus 11 actually, so that is a 23.
You don't find a latch or a handle or anything, but you do find the creases around the side of the planks of woods, very faint, covered in years of dust. And brushing it aside, you see the outline of a trap door. And when you press into it, it kind of springs up at you like a spring-loaded door. And
Hey,
it feels like it'll open if you allow it to.
I will put my weight on it for a moment to keep it from springing up.
Okay.
Say, found a way down, I guess. Down, maybe.
Nowhere else to go.
Sorry.
From this day forward, you shall be known as Khalil Doorfinder.
You call me that again, I'm going to punch you, Eldove.
So what's the
He
deal?
means it.
Yeah, Khalil, try to open it. I guess. Oh, well, you know what? Because you said you're putting your weight on it. While he's doing that, Zook's gonna look at the area that he's indicating and check for traps.
Okay.
It's a 16 plus. That's just straight dex, right, for checking for traps?
No, checking for traps is investigation.
Oh, it is?
Disarming is dex. Once you find a trap, it's dexterity plus your thieves'
okay.
tools.
Either way, okay. So that's a 20.
You go over it, and Clear shows you where the creases are in the wood. It's very difficult to see. You guys brush the dust away. And when he describes to you the kind of pressure he's feeling, the kind of how much force is pushing back on him with, and Khalil is pushing it back into place. It's just a matter of pushing it down again. You don't have to put any weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look like there's any traps. Doesn't look like there's any holes for darts to shoot out. Doesn't look like there's any gas that's going to spew out from the sides. And Khalil, there's nothing that jumps out from this door as being magical beyond the just background radiation of the hut.
Just the ambient magicalness of the area.
Right. Looks like just a wooden trapdoor set on a
Okay.
spring latch.
All right, Zook will say it looks clean, and either he or Khalil can open it. I don't know where
Get back
Khalil's.
up off of it and
Yeah.
let Zook do the honors.
Oh, you're gonna let me do it? Okay. Zook will operate the mechanism to try to open it.
And with very little pressure, Zook manages to get the door, push it down, and it springs open. And you're looking at a rusty ladder leading down into the darkness.
120 feet dark vision. Other than that,
You see below you a rough stone cavern that is carved beneath you, the basement of the huts. So this would be the ladder here, the rusty ladder leading up to your level.
okay.
And you can
I
only
made
see
it-
about 5 or 10 feet around here, so you don't see anything else yet.
I'll describe at least the stone cavern part of the area, and
Yeah, it's not worked stone. There's no masonry down here. It just looks like a hole in the ground. Very
Like I said, I'll
dusty,
describe
very
it to the
dirty,
others.
very old.
Okay. I have dark vision and I'm made of dex, so I'll volunteer to go down first if no one stops me.
fair enough. I'll go down behind you.
All right. So Zook and someone call up to the captain. Let him know we're going down.
Yeah, Captain, we're going down.
Yep.
All right. So Zook comes down to the base of the ladder.
And the first thing you notice when you get down to the base of the ladder is that, aside from the darkness, you get this smell, not really of rot, just of spoilage, like old food, old bread, having been stored in the crates and barrels in this room. Wine that has been left out too long and is soured. Looking along the walls, you just see, like I said, a naturally looking cave. And that pertains to the floor as well. The floor is uneven in different places. It's not a flat stone floor. Don't move anywhere yet.
Oh, sorry. I was letting Khalil come down, but he's like on the ladder behind me.
Yeah, I'm
for
coming down
initiative.
behind you.
In front of you, on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
it looks where you see a square has been carved away. And sitting on top of it is a metal plate.
Is that
Oh,
big?
okay.
Is that this part right here?
Yep, that's this big X in the...
So that is a recessed square.
Yep. Looks like someone has carved a square hole into the ground, and there's a square iron manhole sitting on top of it. Back
How
behind
deep-
the jumble of crates and broken barrels and things, you can see another door leading off to your left.
What does the door look like?
Wooden door.
Wooden door?
Wooden door.
What is the how deep is this? Okay, Zook will take one step forward to let Khalil down.
Okay. As
And
you get forward, standing where you're standing, it feels a little bit warmer around the iron plate in the ground.
Does it feel like the plate itself is radiating heat?
You'd
Like
have to
this
get
is some
down and
sorta-
examine it.
How far down is this? Is the drop here?
It's not a drop. It's just set noticeably into the floor, so I'd say maybe an inch or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the plate's just not sitting on the uneven floor. It's been a square has been hewn out for it, and it's set in place, so it is solid and is level.
Zook will ask Cyclops behind him. Actually, he'll say that. Hey, Cyclops, anything noticeably magical down here, or is it all the same?
Well, I don't know, Shorty. Let's find out.
What are you examining?
Particularly
first
the plate.
First the plate, yeah.
No, nothing special about the plate. How do you examine it? Just look at it from where you're standing over Zook's shoulder?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, then nothing special.
Look over at this door in the corner.
Okay. I mean, you have to spend a couple turns moving boxes and crates out of the way to get over there, pushing them aside at least.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Okay.
As he
Go ahead
walks
and do
over, Zook cautions him. Remember the door rule.
So you guys upstairs, after Zook and Khalil climb down the ladder, you hear some conversation back and forth between them, and then you start hearing the sounds of wooden crates and barrels being slid, moved, pushed out of the way.
Yeah, I was gonna head back down anyway. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna head down to the basement.
Hey,
See what they're up
everybody-
to.
It seems clear down here, everyone.
We're not on an
All right.
initiative order right now, so...
Now
Alright.
that I've heard it.
I'll get out of Orphan's way. If Orphan doesn't want to run along the walls to get past me.
And anybody that comes like close to the metal plate in the floor, the room feels noticeably warmer around it.
This feels comfortable.
How big is the plate? When you say it's a plate, like what is it? Like a manhole cover? Is that what you said?
It's well, not a manhole cover. It's not round. I don't think manhole covers have been invented yet.
I know, but like size-wise.
I don't know, 3 or 4 foot square, but similar to the size of the trapdoor you just climbed down.
Duke will come right to the edge of the thing and look down at the plate. Is it look smooth? Does it have any sort of writing or grip or anything on it?
Looks smooth. It's hard to tell what kind of metal it's made out of in the darkness. But no markings, no rust, no damage. Looks
Zook
pretty uniform.
Zook will reach out his hand and without actually touching the plate, just kind of put his hand over it. Does it feel like it's definitely the heat's radiating off the plate itself?
Oh yeah, the heat is radiating off of the plate, but not scorching hot. Just like holding your hand above it. It's like it feels like holding your hand like 15 feet away from a bonfire, not like holding your hand over like sizzling bacon or anything like that. It doesn't seem that touching the plate would burn you.
And Zook just kind of looks over and says, "This thing's warm, but not scorching. I don't know what's underneath it."
Stop shoving barrels and stuff aside.
Okay.
Now I'll get down on a knee and look at this thing a little more closely. Start
Before that, Khalil, one of the barrels that you moved aside, you noticed when you moved it, you saw a glint of metal poking out of it. And examining, you see on the ground, you had spilled out of it a belt pouch that has a hole in the bottom. So a small leather
Coinage
pouch
of some
laying on
kind?
the ground amidst the barrels.
coinage of some kind.
And so you get down and open the pouch.
No, just what spilled out of it.
You look down, and examining it, looks like a ring.
I'll leave it right where it is.
Okay.
No, man, you gotta put that thing on.
That seems like an obvious trap.
Are these crates too thick to walk through? To the
No,
door?
in fact, Khalil was in the process of moving them aside to make a path. So if you want
okay.
to finish the work he started.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll go over to the door over here.
Okay. And Khalil, what do you do when you get back to the metal plate?
I'll start looking at it again. Turn on detect magic again, and just
No new information. Nothing
there's no
special about
dust.
the magic, and
There's no dust or anything. There's no layer of dust on it.
no, there's not.
What kind of metal
Alright.
does it appear to be now that I'm on top of it?
It's difficult to say. I'm not going to give it to Zook because he doesn't have any metalworking knowledge.
He has stealing shit knowledge. Does it look like silver or gold?
Doesn't look like valuable metal. It looks like it's definitely not gold, silver, platinum, copper, bronze, anything of that nature. You're
Okay.
thinking most likely iron, but you don't have a dwarf on hand to ask.
Gotcha. Only
Orphan,
we had a dwarf.
make your way back to the door.
Yeah.
I had a dwarf once.
It's just a wooden door with a latch. Looks like it's sitting kind of cockeyed on its hinges.
I'm gonna reach out very gingerly and cautiously and just touch the. Does it have a handle, or is it
Yeah,
just a
it does.
I'll touch the handle.
Okay. Roll a Constitution save.
Oh dang! I was hoping it would be a dex save.
DC 21.
Okay.
Blanket DC for this place across the board is mostly going to be 21.
Yikes. I'm gonna fail a lot of saves.
I hope so. I mean, I didn't
That's
say
a
that.
con save.
Con save.
All right, yeah,
Constitution.
that's 21.
So you got
On
21?
the nose.
Yeah.
You place your... Are you wearing gloves?
Is Orphan wearing gloves? I think she generally is not.
Okay. You place your hand on the handle and you feel...
Yeah, because this came up last time because I couldn't handle the magical grenade. Zook had to handle it.
Gotcha. You feel that your hand jerks back. It felt for a split second like an electric shock, and for a moment, you feel a familiar sense of... Because I think Orphan's been through this before. You feel for a moment all the muscles in your body tense up for a second, but you fight through it. You feel like some kind of magic has been discharged into you, but it didn't take hold.
Did I take any damage from that?
You did not.
Okay.
Do you relay this information in any way?
I mean, would we have heard the discharge of the
He
magic?
probably would have heard Orphan go, ah!
Yeah, if she yelped when it happened, you all heard a cry of surprise from that area of the room.
And Zook will look and say, "What kind of door is it?"
It's a electric wooden one, which I didn't think was possible.
Right.
All right.
Remember,
It's
we're
just
looking for
magic.
silver, gold, black iron, or green crusted bronze doors.
Might be a glyph. We might also be in the actual well. No, the upstairs is definitely interplanar. Huh. Actually, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to try ascending to Balin.
Try ascending to Balin,
Yep.
and you do not reach him.
Yeah, we're on a different plane.
Or Balin is.
Balin could be dead.
Oh, that's deep. What if we're like all on a different plane, man? Alright, so here's my thought. And I'm gonna kinda step away from this. I'm gonna say this says Tarin, but it should say Eldove. Eldove, why don't you use your fancy magic hand and
Okay.
see if you can lift up this plate? Because that might be the way forward.
It's made of iron. I guarantee it weighs more than 5 pounds.
No, I'm at the other one.
Oh, the telekinesis.
Telekinesis, sorry.
Oh, my fancy telekinesis magic hand. That's a different magic hand, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's all
I gotta
magic
change
hands.
my hands.
Oh, well, how hot is it?
It's warm to the touch, but it doesn't burn you. You could leave your hand laying on it for any amount of time and you wouldn't take damage.
Or we
I'm
could just pick it
resistant
up.
to fire. I'd rather just pick it up for now.
That works too.
Yeah, so I'll pick it up
With what?
with my hands. My hands do have gloves, so if they catch on fire, let me know.
Well, it's not a matter of your hands catching on fire. It's a matter of you have to pry it up out of this hole
There's
first.
no place to get a grip.
Yeah, there's no place to get a grip.
handholds
There's
or-
no handle or anything. It's not a door that opens up. It's a plate set into the ground.
I have a crowbar.
You guys have to go beat the vampire and get the rod first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can toss
No, that
my
crowbar seems like a good idea. Yeah.
Crowbar?
Yeah, no, actually, hold on. Before you do that, so go ahead and push down, put some weight on it, and let it go, and see if it does the same thing that the trapdoor above did.
What do? Do you just push your foot down onto it, or do you step onto the square?
I get down on one knee again and then put my hand on it and put some weight on it.
No, you don't feel any give whatsoever.
Over on this other door.
Yep.
Is the latch set or is it unlatched?
It's not locked, barred, or latched. You just have to turn the handle and open the door.
All right. I'm gonna thaumaturgy get the door open rather than touch it again.
Sure. And it opens
So
up.
if it's not locked, it should slam open.
Hey! Dingle dangle.
1 second here.
I'm sorry.
You say dingle dangle?
I did.
Yep.
God bless you, sir. No, you open up, look into a dead end, empty room. Doesn't even have stacks of crates, nothing on the ground. Looks like a lot of nothing in here.
Orphan's full of great ideas all the time, so she goes there and checks it out.
Okay. You go in and you see it tapers off to a point where like you could probably squeeze all the way to the back of it, but it would get uncomfortable the last couple steps. You'd have to really squeeze in between two rough stone walls.
Okay. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna call hey Zook.
What?
Come see.
Orphan, did you find something?
Duke is going.
Yeah.
Duke is going to stand right here and say, "Our instructions did not say anything about wooden doors."
It's fine. It's fine. Come see.
What are the metals we're looking for?
The first one is
Silver, gold, black iron, green crusted bronze.
Right.
And
Does
was
this
there
iron
anything
look
saying we had to do those in order?
No, it just said looked at those
no.
kind of doors, and wooden is not one of them.
All right, so yeah, black iron. I think this is probably black iron. Is it black?
I don't think anybody can see because it's no light down here. You cannot discern color with dark vision in darkness.
All right.
Someone want to light a torch?
Does somebody want
Also-
to drop a light spell or something?
I have one of those.
Is it a cantrip?
It is a
Maybe not
cantrip.
worth. Okay, if it's
All right,
cantrip,
then.
yeah, go ahead.
Cantrip that shit.
It's a cantrip called Light.
All right.
So be light.
What do you illuminate?
It's what I was. I just want to remember all the details of this.
The path, our consciousness.
I'm going to touch the top of my staff, and basically it acts as a torch.
Okay, Gandalf.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much.
Even Orphan, from back where you are in this back room, you see the illumination as Arik speaks the prayer that enables his cantrip.
I'll
And,
drop the dark vision before that happens.
and seeing the room, just plain gray stone walls, the plate itself is not black iron. It looks like iron, but not specifically black iron.
Hey, good enough.
It's
Has Zook come in here yet, or Orphan's still mushing him?
No. Zook is standing very stubbornly. He is not down with wooden doors.
Come see. It's fine.
Zook, it's fine. Just go.
I hate you guys. Fine. At least if I get stuck somewhere, it's going to be with Orphan. So make her do all the work. All right. What do you want me to see?
There's looks like up ahead. There's this crack that I don't think I can get into, but you might be able to squeeze.
yeah.
So
Zook can get down there.
So you asked me to go through an illicit door to crawl into a tiny little corridor.
She opened the door for you.
Orphan scoffs like you haven't done it before.
Ugh, you guys are the worst. When I get to the opening, what do I see down this way?
I'm assuming I gotta stay relatively close to them since it's
Looks
20
like a dead end little room. It just tapers off the stone walls to a point, and that's it. Looks like Zook could comfortably get all the way to the end of it and put his hand down in the corner if he wanted to.
I don't know how much I want
Zook,
to
is there a dragon down there you can kill steal from me?
Zook hears that, and it actually makes him feel a lot better about going down here. He kind of chuckles and creeps down and to see what's down here in this corner.
And when you get all the way to the end, and I mean, even you, Zook, you're like shouldering through the last couple inches, and
And I'm moving
You
slowly
see a
and
small-
checking for traps.
black crack in the wall, right where the two walls meet at the end.
Like, when you say crack, you mean like a fine crack, or like I can see through?
I mean, a hole in the wall that's big enough for you to shove your hand into.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I won't shove my hand through it, but I will try to look through it. Not pressing my actual face against the wall, but like just getting as close as I feel comfortable.
You look down, and you hear a loud, violent squeaking noise, and you're staring at an enormous, ugly, beady-eyed rat way back in the wall. And it meets your gaze.
Put your hand in. Be one with the rat.
Yeah,
You can- yeah, you
I
can-
say, I squeak hello at it.
And it is surprised to hear you, and it turns and scampers off.
And I shout, wait, don't go, I'm friendly.
Orphan, your friend is talking at a wall about how he is friendly.
She's seen me talk to rats before. She should know what this is all about.
What's going on back there, Zook?
Trying to make friends with a rat in a hole.
So back out here,
Orphan looks at Arik.
Arik shrugs. Dude,
what's going on with the metal plate?
I'm just gonna yank that bitch open.
Oh, we've got a crowbar, right?
Yeah, do you leave it off with a crowbar?
Did we get Zook's crowbar?
I
Yeah,
tossed
Zook,
it.
did you give?
I, against my better judgment, tossed it to Eldove before splitting up the party. So yes,
Okay.
you have it.
Eldove kind of looks
I was-
at it slant-eyed and gives it to Tarin because I can't use this.
Out of character, I rather would wish you guys wouldn't do that before you get back.
Yeah, totally. You know,
good thing we don't know
I'm
that.
pretty sure rod was just for space limitations. It was actually crowbar in the original Japanese.
Right.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and really heavy plate, but a couple of you working together, you managed to get the crowbar under, pry it out. Khalil and Fred move it to the side. Looking down in here, you see what looks to be a horrible, bottomless pit drilled directly down to hell. Very bright flames lick up from untold depths of this pit, and just a wave of heat washes over you once the metal plate is moved aside. You also hear the sound of the wailing damned far, far beneath you. Just groans, moaning, screams of whatever horrible things being tormented down at the bottom of this pit. No perceivable way to climb down into the pit, by the way. You have to jump in.
I'll
I like
look
the
at
sound.
crowbar.
Do
I
Tarin,
really should have secured that
Does-
better.
Tarin,
Yes.
you see none of that. You see the pit widens to about 5 feet. No fire, no heat. Darkness, filled with a chilly white mist. Looks like it goes down about 100 feet.
does Arik hear this?
Oh, Arik hears this, yes.
Okay.
Tarin, you do not.
Clutches.
You see, widens out, looks like it's filled with a pleasant, chilly white mist. You get the faint smell of, like, a swamp wafting up, like the earth farting at you.
So, what do you guys say when you see this gateway to hell?
I'll be
Arik.
this we shouldn't be going this way.
What do you mean?
Eldove thinks
Don't you
it's
hear it?
fine. I don't know. This seems okay. I like the decor.
Oh wait, I thought Khalil could see through illusions too. Is
No,
that not...
he can detect
oh.
magic. He cannot see through illusions.
Okay. He can see invisible. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yes. Oh wait. Detect magic. What's cool of magic?
You can't detect magic anymore.
Wait, is it illusion though? Because that was one of the two.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
I mean, I don't see why. I mean, it smells a little swampy, but
No, it smells like fire and death.
Right, it
oh,
seems
there
good.
must be something. Yeah, that's not real.
I was gonna ask when Tarin sees an illusion, does he like know what the does he see what it is like as a layer, or does he just not see it at all?
That's up to him. The exact like how exactly he perceives seeing through illusion.
All the spells actually say you kind of see a shadowy image of whatever the illusion is, so I'll just go with that, I guess.
Yeah, so I
so
assume he knows
Tarin
what
looking
they
down,
see.
you see the cold, chilly pit filled with white mist, but I mean, you see the elusive flames leaping up out of it. You feel wave of unreal heat coming out of it. You hear the sounds, but you know it all to be fake.
That's a pretty good illusion. They got smell, taste. I think that's a little bit of brimstone in the air.
Wait, you licked it?
Heat. No,
That's a con
in the
save.
air. Hey Eric, can I get a coin with a light spell on it?
Okay. I don't want
Wait.
to go anywhere near that.
Did my rat
Clutch
friend
it
never
always.
come back?
I'll walk over. That's fine. I'll even give you the coin.
Stop.
I'll give you a copper.
Alright.
Right there.
Yeah.
Tarin, you have the coin in your hand. That's where we're going to roll initiative.
Wait. What?
So he has or has not cast light on it yet.
He has. You have the glowing coin in your hand right now.
Awesome. Glowing coin.
I really don't like these new physics.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
weird.
these physics are kind of goofy.
Yeah, they're awful. Well, not that roll though.
I would just say
That was
hit
a good roll.
R a couple times and then drop it.
Yeah, maybe so.
Fun.
Well, the R sometimes just sort of bounces up and down.
Orphan.
Yeah, like I'm hitting
20.
R and it's bouncing over to 15. Okay, there, it now changed.
Arik.
Something's been bork. 18.
Khalil.
12.
And Zook.
13.
And Tarin.
8.
And Eldove.
15.
Hey, Brickard.
Yeah.
Can you hit return on the top of the list a couple times? It's kind of overlapping with the TeamSpeak thing or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I can't.
Oh, you can turn that off and mumble.
Oh, you
By
can?
the way,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, let me do that then.
I can move it down. I didn't seem to actually do anything though.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tarin and Arik. Arik once again says the prayer of light enchants one of the coins that Tarin pulls out of his pouch, and as Tarin turns around to come back to the hole, two swirling entities come up from out of the pit, glowing with red light. It looks just like weird points of ghostly light hovering around in the air. Let me go ahead and spawn them in. I will let Khalil and Arik make a roll here. Khalil, you can make a know your enemy check. Arik, you can make a religion check.
Cool.
That is an 8 on Arcana.
On Arcana, okay.
13.
13. Arik, you're looking at small undead creatures. Oh, I need another one. Known as will-o'-wisps. They are mostly known to live in swamps, and it's very surprising to see them in this weird storeroom of a cave.
Yeah.
Their deal is
Yeah, I'm just gonna say right now, before you explain will-o'-wisps, this is bastardly. Of whoever built this module.
they eat death. They're a form of scavenging undead. When they come across a dead creature, or right on death's door with the last mote of life inside of them, they're able to drink that life out of them. And so they're known to be very deadly. You see them a lot on battlefields where a great many people have died. After a few hours, these wisps will come up out of the ground to feed off the last energy there. Khalil, you know that they're called will-o'-wisps, but that's all you know.
Will-o'-wisps, whatever the hell they are.
Did my rat friend come back? Because that's the only thing I'm aware of right now.
No. And right now, they just come up out of the tunnel, out of the licking flames and heat, and they're just swirling around, the three of them, in between you. Fred is watching them with caution, but also with awe. Like, he's impressed, because he's Fred. Orphan.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal?
Let's see. I'm not sure I would have noticed them yet. They don't make a sound, right? Did anyone say anything as they showed up?
No, nobody said anything.
No, I said
right.
will-o'-wisp, whatever the hell those are.
Oh. So Khalil announced that he knows they're will-o'-wisps.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, Orphan will come over and look at them,
Okay?
but I'm not going to attack anything just yet.
And Arik.
I know that they're generally not good things, right?
You know
There's
them to
no,
be
there's-
evil
there's
things.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to get to a page in the PHP here. I want to remember. Damn it! You came to me too fast. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my turn undead thing, but
Okay.
At some point it becomes destroy undead. I'm trying to
Yeah, it's
remember what level it is.
Are you still concentrating on my protection from evil spell?
That's long gone.
It's okay.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes. I'm assuming it's been more than 10 minutes.
yeah, it has.
Yeah. Okay. You know, divinity. Turn undead. There we go. Okay. Present your holy symbol. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet. That's 30 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I think they throw a con save, don't they?
Yeah. If they're just automatically destroy undead if their CR rating is 2 or lower.
Okay. Do they get to make the con save regardless, or if it's just 2 or lower, they're gone?
Instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold.
That's if they fail their con save, right?
Yeah, when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead creature is instantly destroyed.
Got it. And your save DC for that is what? It would be your spell. It's your spell
17.
save DC. 17?
17. It's on my character sheet.
Okay. Arik turns around, brandishing the holy symbol of Osbrim, and utters the prayer to send undead creatures back to the realm of evil from which they came. And 2 of them continue to swirl around. One of them evaporates instantly with a fizzing sound, and you smell the familiar scent of salt and fish in the air as that happens. But the other 2 do not seem affected, but they do seem to have noticed what you've done.
Yeah.
Eldove.
I imagine they would.
Eldove wants to see how this goes. He's gonna step back 1, but if they attack someone, he is going to cast Acid Blast on them.
Okay. Zook.
Okay, so Zook's had his head in a crack over here,
Yeah.
and all he heard was will-o-wisps, and then heard an orphan trot away from behind him. So he's just going to come to about here, and and not do that. What does Zook? What would Zook know of will-o-wisps? Because he has.
I would say
he knows
very little, if anything.
Even with because he has nature training, but that's probably not applicable. Yeah, and Zook just sees little floats of light, so he's just gonna stand there and go. He's actually gonna ask out loud, like, "What are those?"
Will-o-wisps.
Khalil.
They're bad.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I know about it is undead, right?
Yes. Well, you didn't even know that. You know what they're called.
Well, I am say by the power of Osprey with the evil and a bloody blot and the hoo.
And then one of them was destroyed. Yes.
That is exactly what Arik said too.
So you know they're undead.
The hottie ha and the hooty hoo.
All right.
Lullaby.
Take a step back, and if they get aggressive, then aggressive toward anyone, then they're going to get sorted.
Okay. Tarin.
I can see these things, right?
Oh yeah. You can indeed.
Let's go with some star missiles.
All right. Roll it up.
First star missile.
Yeah.
It's an armor class of. Give me a second. I'll probably hit.
Hi.
If that doesn't hit, we're in trouble. That is an armor class of 28.
That's good.
Second one. It's an armor class of 17.
No good.
And the third one hits a worse armor class than 17.
So you got
the
one
one
hit.
that hit. 10s. There we go. Deals 9 force damage.
9 force damage. And you throw star missiles, and it's difficult to see whether or which if any, of these missiles hit. But you see one of them, you've kind of knocked it off kilter a bit. It wavers from its spiraling, somewhat hypnotic, swirly dance. But it gets right back into orbit after you knock it off kilter.
Tarin will move in with his sword drawn.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Fred backs into this corner. And then both whips vanish.
Do you guys
What?
see
Huh.
double character tokens over here?
There's probably some on the table, because those ones were saved on the map. I made these ones persist, so these ones will stay when we load maps.
Okay.
Khalil meets Khalil.
So what happened was Tarin moved forward with his sword, Fred stepped back, and then you saw the wisps just fade out of view. They didn't move anywhere, you no longer see them.
Can I make?
Good.
Can I make another religion check to figure out if that's normal?
You can on your turn. Right now it's Orphan's turn.
Okay.
Orphan walks over to the edge of the the pit and says, "By the mother, what have you unearthed?"
It's mostly an illusion.
Oh,
Mostly an illusion. Arik.
It's apparently not a helm coming.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna roll religion, figure out whether or not that's normal
at
for them to
disadvantage.
just. Oh.
Because you made it once. Now you're like
Okay.
plumbing the depths of the recesses of your knowledge, so
All right.
diminishing returns, etc.
Very well.
You could have just rolled a second one. Could have kept that 20.
I didn't even realize I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you totally did.
you rolled two
That's
20s.
a 20, and that's a 6.
You know a little bit about them. You knew that they were undead. You were able to destroy one, but as to their actual capabilities, what they're able to do, you have no idea.
Yeah, alright.
Eldove.
As far as Eldove's concerned, they're gone.
Okay.
So
Jump down the hole.
he's going, and they didn't seem super powerful. I mean, Arik fucking sent them out of existence.
Yeah,
he's gonna
but
say,
if
"So
they're-
Orphan, you gonna head back home?
Orphan shoots him a dirty look.
I'll hand her a length of silk rope."
Zook.
Yeah, but if these things are around, we have to be really careful. That's all I'm saying.
Zook's gonna ask again. Seriously, what the hell's this will-o-wisp?
I tell Zook all I know about the wisps. That
Okay,
they
so
prey
now
off the dead and they're scavengers. Right?
Khalil.
Undead.
Yes.
What's up?
You looking down this? You looking down this hatch?
Fire and
Let it go.
brimstone down there. You can't see a bottom. Feel a lot of heat coming up
Oh.
on your face.
Shit, I know what I should have done.
So you're saying it's not actually there?
You
Is
what?
that what you're?
Nope.
No, I'm asking Tarin. So it's not actually there.
No, it's not.
I don't know. You see, you see things that are very strange, and I don't know. I don't know. I
Tarin.
Ooh.
How you doing, Tarin? What's up?
Oh, I have the rock with the light spell on it, right?
Yeah, you have a coin in your hand that.
Yeah,
Arik can
coin.
channel
I'm gonna
light.
drop it down the pit and see how far down it goes now that if it's past the edge of my dark vision.
Most of you see it just disappear into the flames. Tarin. It falls, looks like the pit, about 100 feet deep, filled with this chilly mist. And where the coin lands at the bottom is on a wooden trapdoor at the bottom of the pit.
Huh. 100 feet down, you said?
100 feet down.
Do we have 100 feet of rope? It looks like that's about all farther down this is.
I have 50 feet.
Arik,
If some,
Yes, sir.
you have an AC, right?
I've also got 50.
Yeah, I do.
Hit
I knew I
and
should-
hit.
I should have.
Very suddenly, Arik, you're just racked with lightning.
What? Lightning? That's bullshit. I'm a Tempest Cleric.
Yeah, you should have seen it
You don't
coming.
have resistance to that?
Apparently not.
20 lightning damage.
Mm.
And as soon as that happens, you see the two wisps pop back into view. They're swirling around your body, and they've discharged some kind of energy into you. They really don't like you much at all.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Sure, I take Osprum's name in vain as it happens.
Orphan.
And then...
And everybody
Somewhat
sees the
terrible.
wisps pop back, and you see Arik, his whole body racked with electricity for a few moments.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
go
blew up George.
attack these
Assholes.
wisps here.
Okay.
Hit me with lightning. Hit them with lightning to see what's up.
Okay, let's see. This is a 20 and a 16.
20 hits.
Okay. Where's the D8 for me to use? I think this one looks like one. And that'll be 8 damage.
Okay.
And I'll throw in a third attack as well. I'm not going to spend a key point yet. Oh,
that'll
this is a
hit.
crit.
That's a crit.
Yeah. Yeah, let me find another D8 around here. Alright. So that's 11, so that's 21 more damage.
And you just start throwing your fists through the points of light in the air, and you don't feel any resistance at all. But as your fist moves through them, you see the gauze that makes up their ghostly form spinning off, turning less and less red and becoming more and more transparent. And after your third strike, one of them seems to have been blasted away. The other one is still circling around Arik's head. Arik.
Oh, I'm so gonna smack this thing with my staff.
Okay.
Hit me with lightning. What does it think it is?
It was invisible for a round.
Mm-hmm.
Orphan, did you just punch out the concept of light?
Oh, damn it.
Nods gravely.
12.
My kung fu is strong.
So Arik starts waving his quarterstaff in the air around his head, trying to bat this mote of light that's pulverizing him with lightning. But no such luck. He cannot get a good swing at it. Eldove.
Elda's gonna shoot it.
With
Elda's
what?
gonna shoot it with fire.
With fire. Okay.
Oh, I totally should have rebuked it. God. Poop.
You've already been rebuking it. That's like 95% of what you've been doing. Oh man, Zook, you cockblocked me.
I could
Sorry.
have thunderously
How's a
rebuked
15
it.
gonna do?
Not good.
No, that's not gonna hit then.
So you're throwing a firebolt?
Yeah, it's just a fireball. It's just a cantrip.
And Zook, the firebolt comes screaming through the doorway, past Arik, through the waving of his quarterstaff in the air, and explodes in the stone above your head and behind you.
Yeah, watch where you're shooting that thing.
It's your turn.
Sorry.
All right, Zook's gonna kind of come, I don't know, here-ish.
Okay.
Where am I gonna have cover from this thing? About here? Would that gonna be about half cover?
You like assuming it's gonna spit something or shoot something at you?
Yeah,
you
where-
wouldn't have any cover right there.
What about? I want to get to about maybe here.
Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
Call that half cover.
It's got to go through the wall.
Okay, but that'd be like half cover.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good
I'm
to
gonna
me.
shoot at it.
You don't have to shoot with a penalty because you can poke out and then duck back.
I don't have to shoot with the penalty because I have sharpshooter. That's why I was trying to get in half cover.
Oh, you're trying to get that feat to work. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
because I took the wrong.
He just
I'm using the feat that I'm stuck with because I took the feat I should have taken the other one. So,
so he's gonna use it any chance he gets.
Got-
by
Gotcha.
God, I'm going to use the shit out of it. All right, so that's going to be a 18 to hit.
No.
What?
Wow.
Well, these things are ghostly, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, but I thought an
Again,
18
I mean-
hit earlier.
Trying to get the arrow up through there, but this thing is spinning around over Arik's head. He's waving his stick around in the air, and the arrow just goes clattering against the wall.
Son of a...
Quarterstaff. Thank you.
Khalil.
Orphan, want to switch places?
Gladly. Orphan ducks back.
Okay.
And hack.
Roll it.
Here we go. I have a plus 11 to hit.
Are you using a superiority die?
That's I'm rolling the damage roll at the same time.
Ah, okay.
And I reread the ability, and I choose to use it after the hit has been confirmed.
Right.
So I was doing that wrong. I was doing it wrong, guys. I'm sorry.
That hits.
Sorry.
Okay, so that is... Let's see here. 13 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Second hit. Ooh, nice. That is 30 to hit on the second hit for another 13 damage.
Okay. And just like that, Khalil steps forward with his magic sword. Arik takes a step back, gives Khalil room to swing. 2 slices through the air. 1 upward, 1 back down. Carved directly through this ghostly form, and it fades from existence.
Arik is still muttering about
Arik.
hitting him with lightning damage.
I know you
Hitting
just
me
got
with
that thing, so
lightning. Yeah, similarly with nothing.
you can't use it just like a glaive anymore, Arik.
Mm-hmm.
I'll smile and just walk back over here to this burning hole.
Is it a smug smile?
A little bit, just a smidgen.
It's the thanks I get for putting that damn thing in your eye. See how it is. That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what happens next?
Orphan's gonna go over and ask Zook what he found in the end of the crack.
And Zook will tell her, there was looked like a rat in a hole, and I said hello to it, and it ran off. And that's as far as I got before you guys started fighting lights.
I'm assuming we're out of initiative order?
Yes.
Okay.
For
Okay,
now.
so Zook will go back in the hole and see if his rat friend is back.
I'm gonna try to follow Zook as best I can. How far can I make it?
I mean, Zook is able to squeeze in the last 2 or 3 feet effortlessly that Orphan's not able to get. You could get as deep as he is. You're just squeezing your shoulders and your knees in there. It would be very uncomfortable, very tight squeeze.
Okay.
So what's happening back here at the horrible pit of 1,000 damned?
So,
Tarin,
who has
we're-
rope?
well, I
What?
have a question first.
Yeah.
You like experiments.
Yep.
Our priest here has already pissed off the inhabitants of this hut. Do you want to try taking that pouch, see what happens?
Which pouch? Did I miss a pouch somewhere?
No, nobody knows
pouch
the pouch
with the ring
except
in
for
it.
Orphan. Orphan's the only one who
Oh,
knows
she
it.
never even mentioned it?
Not as far as I know.
I thought Khalil was the only one who knew about the pouch.
Yeah, Khalil was the one who saw the pouch. He
That's
was the one
right,
showing
because
it.
Khalil was moving the stuff and he has a really high passive perception. So yeah, Khalil didn't say anything. For a second I thought
Okay.
Orphan was moving. Oh,
I mean,
Orphan did move the last few things. Okay.
Orphan, it's all in
Yeah.
your mind. You can totally fly down there.
So you know,
Oh, I could flap down there, right? How big's
no.
my wingspan?
Your wingspan is too wide.
How
Can
big
you
is
guys
it?
hear me?
Well, how wide is the pit after you go through the entrance? Can
5
you just
feet.
open up his
Khalil.
wings after he starts dropping?
No, it looks 5 feet
Oh.
uniform all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
It's
that's
just straight up
terrible.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it
okay.
look
I
chiseled?
assumed it was a larger void than that.
What was your question, Eldove?
Does it look chiseled? Like, does it look like someone made this pit?
To you can't even see the sides of the pit. It just looks like a broiling inferno beneath you.
That was
Yeah.
vocal to Tarin.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look. I'll run my hand over the edges of the pit. Do they feel
And Tarin
chiseled? Do they feel smooth?
reaches down in the door into the inferno and touches the side.
I have to take off my gauntlet first.
Feels like stone, but it feels like worked stone. Doesn't feel like just the rough edges of the wall in here. Although, putting your hand down and feeling the mist, it's chilly, and it also feels like it might be slightly caustic. Like you wouldn't want to spend... Like if you were going to move through this mist, you'd want to go quickly. You wouldn't want to spend a lot of time getting it on your skin. And touching the film that covers the walls, you get a very strong and unpleasant tingly sensation on your skin.
I think it's slightly acidic, at least.
Hey, can you
I
guys
don't
hear me?
resist acid.
I can hear you. We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay,
We can
because
hear
my microphone dropped out for a second for some
Oh,
reason.
noes.
Don't worry, you're back.
Khalil, do we have 100 feet of rope? Khalil, do you want to lower me down?
We have 100 in coordination because I have 50 and Zook has 50.
Are you absolutely 100% sure this is an illusion?
Yes.
You're sure?
I
Dude,
saw
it's
through
just
lock,
fire.
didn't I?
Alright, Orphan's gonna come back down. And
Just
say,
put your hand in.
I
Don't
can-
hold it against the wall for too long, and just remind yourself it's not real. You'll see. It'll sting. It'll burn a little bit, but it's not burning like fire. It burns like acid.
What does
It's
Orphan
not
say?
better.
Orphan says, if you'd like, Tarin, and if assuming you're right about the depth, more or less, I can go and scout it for you.
Did Orphan just
I
leave
can
me
always
alone?
fly back up, but if you want to go,
Can Orphan run back up?
Orphan can run back up single time.
Yeah, with a dash action, she could.
again, I dropped that coin. I can see it about 100 feet down there on a looks like a wooden door of some sort.
All right, hand me the rope then.
I'll hold one end of the rope, and Khalil and I will hold one end of the rope and give the other to Orphan.
So you're tying your 2 lengths of rope together at the middle, 50 of each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, Zook, you were left alone in the crevice. Orphan abandoned you there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, as soon as Zook notices that, he'll probably want mosey on back and be like, "What the hell, people?"
Zook, we're playing with the fire now. Wait your
Zook.
turn.
Yeah.
On your way back, you notice the leather pouch laying on the ground
God.
with the ring in it. Looks like the bottom of the pouch is torn open and the ring is just laying there. Has a valuable stone.
Anybody lose a ring, guys?
Can't really wear rings under these things.
So this was here when we got here.
Oh, did you find a ring?
There's a ring on the ground here.
Leave it be. Remember what they told us.
Repeat sentence said 5 minutes earlier to Tarin.
I need my sponsor, you guys.
Tarin will
Zook.
walk over, put his hand on Zook's shoulder. Come on, Zook. There's more important things in life than treasure.
I don't know, this seems interesting. We could find out whether or not they're still paying attention. We've already killed the guardians of this room.
I don't know if they're guardians or just something that happened to be here. This place looks... I mean, where'd that closet even go? Well, it's a
While they're
closet,
discussing
right?
this-
And not an imp?
Orphan will jump down the hole.
Orphan jumps down the hole. You've got your featherfall thing, right? How does that work?
Let's see. That works with.
Oh, you can dash down the wall, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You don't...
I can use my action when I fall to reduce any falling damage by take by an out. Any falling damage take by an out amount equal to 5 times my monk level.
So what's that add up to?
Well,
That's quite a lot.
I mean, 75.
75? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I could theoretically roll the damage and reduce it, but that seems like a lot of work. Orphan, you jump down the hole. And you feel, as soon as you pass maybe 2-3 feet down, the flames vanish. The heat vanishes. The sounds of the wailing dam are gone. And you're falling down this very narrow 5-foot square pit that I described to Tarin earlier. And you land about 100 feet down on top of a trapdoor. And the mist around you, as I described, you feel it clinging to your skin, and it's not pleasant. It feels like if you spend a lot of time within this chilly mists, it's going to burn.
Okay. All right.
So what do you do when you get down here?
Let's see. What does the trapdoor look like? Does it have a handle?
Yes, it does. It's a wooden door. You just lift it upward.
I'm gonna tie one end of the rope to the handle.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna just take one last look around me here, which should be lit because this is where he dropped the
Oh
coin.
yes, very, very illuminated, the coin on the ground.
Okay. Then if there's nothing else notable down here except for the trapdoor, I'll run back up.
Okay. So you tie the rope down here, run back up to the top.
Yeah. Yep.
Make me a Constitution save with advantage, DC 21.
Yeah, I'm not super into the physics here anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see. With advantage, I still fail. I'm pretty sure.
Fail?
That's an 18. Yeah.
It is 8 acid damage.
Okay.
As you're coming back up, you realize floating within the mist, not very many, but here and there are little globules of just what looks like clear, translucent liquid. And running back up You're dodging them the best you can, but one or two of them splashes against your face, and by the time you crest the top of the hole, pull yourself back up into the cave, you realize that it's burned your flesh. There are acidic droplets congealing inside of the mists.
Okay. I'll mention that to Tarin once I'm back up. I'll say the trip down was fine, but the trip back up, not a little bit rough.
Yeah. It's not
the
particularly
rope-
strong acid, but I think if you running that distance at that speed, I can see why.
There's a trapdoor down there, and I'll tell him, and I've tied the other end of the rope to it, so we can pull from it.
Oh.
You want me to... Alright. If there are objections, Khalil will pull the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. And, I mean, Khalil, nobody else hears anything, but Tarin, when you look down, you see the illumination slide off to the side as the door opens up. And looking beyond the door, you see just nothing.
Arik, give me another coin.
All right.
I'll drop this one too.
And you drop it, goes down through the mists, and as soon as it enters the trapdoor, it vanishes. No light.
Magical darkness? I can see through magical darkness, but only another 20 feet below where the trapdoor would be.
Right, you cannot see through it.
Okay. Maybe a portal of some
It
sort?
doesn't look like darkness. It looks like nothing.
Okay.
Like a doorway you just can't see through.
Some sort of barrier. Not magical darkness, because I could probably see through that. Not an illusion, I could probably see through that. Huh.
Oh shit, it's the fuzz.
Are there nerds here?
So many nerds.
Alright, so... dangerous to go down. We don't know what's beyond.
I would like to untie the rope and then lower something down through the portal and then bring it back up and make sure it's not like, a sphere of annihilation or whatever.
Like an orphan?
Well, one end of the rope is tied to the trapdoor at the bottom.
Yeah, but the rope is tied to the trapdoor.
Why did you tie the rope?
So that I didn't have to. So that I didn't have to check it from where I was, in case something terrible came out, and I was alone down there in the pit.